Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, the Millennial Investor, and today we're going to be going over the different types of income. And in this video, what we're specifically going to be focusing on are the three main types of income, having a specific emphasis on passive income and specifically dividend stocks. Those of you that watch my channel know that I track my dividend income every single month and I update these numbers monthly, and I want to show you how I'm doing that. This is especially for someone that's a beginner and wants to show why you should be investing rather than trying to make as much money at your job, because in the long run, investing will always outperform pretty much any job out there. So in this video, I'll be going over the three main types of income, the first one being active income, the second one being side hustle and additional income, and then last but not least, the one that we'll be focusing on, which is passive income. I'll be giving a breakdown of my personal income streams, how my passive income has been growing, as well as my side hustle income, and how my active income potentially will be growing in the future, but not so much now, and I'll be showing that in charts in just a moment. I'll be showing creating passive income with dividend stocks and how every single person can do it, whether you're investing in the S&P or whether you have individual stocks like myself. I currently own 29 different dividend stocks, and that's how it's made me achieve these awesome charts of growth right here, and I'll be showing you how I've done that. But overall, guys, if you're not familiar with me, my name is Jordan. I'm the Millennial Investor. One of the things that I do is I track my annual dividend income, my monthly dividend income, my portfolio value, and something that almost no other YouTubers disclose, my monthly YouTube income, which is going to be a part of this video, my side hustle / additional income. And this is a breakdown of my YouTube income right there. And speaking of YouTube income, one of the things that I like to do in the beginning of these videos is recommend signing up for M1 Finance. If you're wanting to get signed up with M1 Finance, which is funny because just 30 minutes ago I checked this, it said 27. We now have 29 people, so thank you the 2 people that just signed up. If you're watching this video and you want to get started with passive income and dividend stocks, now is the best time to do it because usually M1 Finance pays you $10 for getting signed up. Well, right now it's $20 for the month of September. So if you want to sign up in the month of September from the time I'm posting this, go ahead and use it and you'll get $20 just for signing up, and you can be a part of the 29 people that have signed up. Go ahead and be number 30. I would really like to see this number get to 30, so if you're watching this, go ahead and do that right there. And this morning we received a lot of different referral bonuses. If I sort by cash only here, September 8th is the morning I'm filming this. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then a $20 bill, all from referral bonuses. Thank you guys so much. You're helping me out. You're helping yourselves out getting started with investing. And overall, considering the fact that I've only funded this portfolio of $3,000, and now after this cash balance being 80, we're almost to 4,000. That is absolutely incredible, guys. So overall, let's go ahead and get started with how we look at the three different types of income. Let's go ahead and start with active income. With this type of income, this is where you probably make the vast majority of your income, and this is where most Americans lie. You must be present to get paid an hourly wage or a salary. This is the type of jobs that you're usually clocking in for, working 9 to 5, or getting paid a salary to work for, usually 5 days a week. And this takes up the vast majority of your time. Some examples: a store manager, an accountant, construction worker, whatever that may be. For me personally, I'm working part-time through college as a teller. I work for a bank, and that is my active income, and that is how I make the vast majority of my income. Next, we have side hustle / additional income. This is usually a bit more flexible than your active income. This is preferably something that you will enjoy a lot more, and usually this is just something that you try to do on the side to make a little bit of extra money. Now, regardless of how much it makes, it's more about striving to better yourself, to get yourself in a better financial situation. It might make $100 extra a month, it might make $1,000 extra a month. The main point of this is to work that additional income and get that extra income stream, so that way you can invest more into passive income, so that way you can get slowly further and further away from active income, and that way you're not stuck in the rat race and you're not worried about your active income and working until you're 65 or 70 years old to retire. Your side hustle and additional income, some examples of this could be freelance work, small business, online work, etc. For me, my example of this is my YouTube income. My YouTube income is something that is a side hustle. There is time that I have to put into it, but the time is something that I enjoy and it doesn't feel like work to me. This is something that if my YouTube income brought in $0 a month, that I probably would just continue to make YouTube videos just because I really enjoy the help that I'm able to offer people. Now, luckily for me, since YouTube is something that can be monetized quite easily, my YouTube income has been going up every single month. Every month I have made more money than the last. So in April, my first month on YouTube, I didn't make any money. I still enjoyed what I was doing. I really liked what the content I was putting out was about, and I liked the people that were commenting back to me, but I didn't make any money. In May, the next month, I made $90. Started to get a head start, a little extra side money. The next month, I made $125. And then after that, when I got to July, things are starting to really take off. the growth of the channel is doing better, my portfolio is growing quite substantially, and now I have ads monetized on the channel. So if you had to watch a 5-second ad in the middle or at the beginning of this video, thank you for that, because that's what helps support my channel and my portfolio. And then the last month in August, about 2 weeks ago, I made $324.30 from YouTube. So think about this, $300 a month just from YouTube, just to post these videos and just to talk about my knowledge with investing and passive income. And this is something that is incredible. So a side income is something that should be enjoyable, something that you want to do, not something that you should be having a pain or having to drag yourself out of bed to try to motivate yourself to do. So overall, guys, having a side income, having an additional side hustle is something that I think a lot of people should strive for. Then last but not least, we have what this main video was focused about. We're going to be talking about passive income, the third type of income stream. Money is made with little to no work. Make money while time passes, i.e. get paid to sleep. I put this in parentheses because this is something you hear me say throughout the channel all the time. And some examples of this is the first one that we're going to be focusing on the most: dividend stocks, real estate, royalties, etc. Now, one of the things about passive income, most types of passive income is something that is not easy to do. And I'll give you the 3 examples. Dividend stocks is something that is very easy to do for most people, but real estate is something that you usually have to have a lot of knowledge about the field about. I am not qualified enough to invest in individual real estate properties, nor do I have the capital to get started. There's usually a lot of demand up front for capital when you're getting started with real estate. Maybe you need $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to even get started. So usually for real estate, the knowledge and the lack of funding, it's usually something that's not very realistic. And then royalties. Royalties is creating something, some type of software, or maybe it's a song, or maybe it's a movie. Whatever the type of royalty may be, when you're dealing with royalties, it's something that has to be created, and a lot of time and effort has to go into it. But when we're talking about dividend stocks takes very, very, very little work. Pretty much all the money that I'm making from my dividends, I do little to nothing. I might monitor my investments every once in a while, check and see how everything's going, but for the most part, I do nothing for this. I basically just get paid to go to sleep. And now I'm going to break down my personal income streams and show you how they're performing over the long run. My active income, I work part-time at a bank. Like I said, I'm a teller, and right now I currently make about $1,100 a month. I invest about $400 to $500 a month. I move $100 over every single Monday, and you can see this from my deposits right here. Every single week, every Monday, I just started my 100 weekly deposit about a month ago, and that is going to continue every single month. I make $1,100 from working at the bank. My side hustle / additional income is roughly $300. That's what I did last month on YouTube, $324, and that is growing, but I'll get to that in just a second. And then last but not least, we have my passive income, which is right now my smallest income by far, with just $11 a month, and that is just factoring in the dividends. Now, when we talk about passive income, we're talking about investing in dividend stocks. Now, what I'm going to be focusing on is your dividend income. And the reason being is because your portfolio value varies a lot. Now, when I look at this and I go to my funding history, I've funded my portfolio $3,000, but my portfolio is $3,874. I have $874 worth of gains, and this shows only $687 because I have taken some profits from selling stocks. But if you see here, my market gain is $647, but my earned dividends is only $40. So why would I be focusing on the earned dividends? Well, the thing is, this market gain, this number of 647, could jump up to 700 tomorrow. It could jump down to 500 tomorrow. No one knows where this thing is going. It is very erratic. Let's just look at the month chart. You see how there's spikes up, there's spikes down, there's spikes up, there's spikes down, and that's as I do deposits. And on a weekly chart, it is very unreliable. It has a spike down, it has a spike up. You really never know where this thing is going to go. But when we look at earned dividends, it is nothing but a straight line up. So this is my annual dividend income on a monthly chart here. You see it started with $66. The next month in May, it went up to $75. The next month in June, it went up to $82. The next month in July, it went up to $94. August 2020, it went up to $108. And now, about a week ago, I calculated it at the beginning of September, and now we're making $130 in annual dividend income, and that is almost double from where we originally started back in April of 2020. We started with 66 in just about 6 short months. We are now up to 130, and who knows where this is going to be 6 months from now, and our portfolio is going up as well. If we take that $130 a year and divide that by 12, that works out to be almost $11 a month. So right now, my portfolio funds itself about $11 a month. That's a start. It's not anything that's incredibly high, but it's a start. But there's something I want to point out about my three types of income streams. My active income is stagnant with its growth. It is not really going up or going down. It's pretty much staying at $1,100 every single month, and there's almost nothing I can do to increase that income. Like I said, I'm working part-time through college. Trying to increase that income would be very, very difficult. My side hustle slash additional income, however, is growing substantially. Like I showed with these charts here, my YouTube income being my side hustle, it has grown every single month. I started in April, went 90 the first month, then 125, 234, 324, and who knows, maybe this month in September it'll be up to $5,000. There's no telling. But the point is, each month it is growing my income. My passive income is growing substantially as well. When we look at my annual dividend income, like I said, 66, 75, 82, 94, 108, 130, and who knows where this is going to be 6 months from now. Maybe it's well over 200, 250. But my active income is staying the same, the one that we're not so much focused on, and then the other two are growing substantially. What I believe is that by the time I graduate college a year and a half from now, these two, the passive income and side hustle income, will eventually start to outperform the active income. That is my goal of the channel, and that is what would really help set me ahead of a lot of other people. Now, how do we do this? How do we create passive income with dividend stocks? You say, okay, Jordan, I signed up for M1 Finance. I went ahead and used your referral link. I got $20 just for signing up and depositing $100. How do I get started investing in dividend stocks? What are some of the things that I should look for? Well, first off, if you ever want to invest in my pie or just see some of the holdings that I have, this link will also be shared in the description. So if you want to see all 29 stocks that I own and why I own them, that is shared in the description. So go ahead and check that out. But out of the stocks that I own, how did I choose what I have? Well, if you go here, I've made some main bullet points for you. Only look into stocks that pay a dividend. When we go to the research tab here, and then we click stocks, and then we sort by market cap, this shows the largest companies on earth. Now you see, a lot of these don't pay dividends. Apple pays a small dividend, Amazon doesn't, Google doesn't, Facebook doesn't, Alibaba. A lot of these stocks don't pay dividends. So here's what you do. If you're using M1 Finance, which you should by the way, type in the minimum 0.01. So now, it will only be showing you stocks that pay a dividend sorted from the largest companies in the world to the smallest. And you can already see a lot of stocks in here that I already own, like Visa, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, JP Morgan. And a lot of these stocks are some of the most profitable companies in the entire world. Now, when you're owning these stocks, you are guaranteeing yourself a payout to some extent. So let me go ahead and show you my number one investment. Let's go ahead and show you Broadcom and why I invest in it. When we see Broadcom, when you buy this stock, it currently pays out $3.25 every single quarter. Now, if you spend $350, you can buy one share of Broadcom, and every 3 months, they'll send you a check for $3.25. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to number 4 on the bullet point, which is reinvesting your dividends. Now, when you reinvest that dividend, if instead of taking your $3.25 and putting it in your pocket and just going and spending it, take that $3 and buy more of the stock or more of other dividend stocks. That will increase your passive income, and that's what I'm doing every single month. Now, the second bullet point, high quality blue chip stocks are usually the best. All the stocks that I own are profitable, are growing businesses, and a lot of them you probably realize just from me scrolling through them. Just to name off a couple that you probably recognize, Caterpillar, Pepsi, 3M, JP Morgan, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble. A lot of these stocks are stocks that you see every single day. A lot of you know these companies and have paid a lot of money to them over your lifespan. AT&T and Verizon might be your social provider, might be what you use for your cell phones. If you've ever ate food in a cafeteria or a restaurant, Cisco has probably provided some of those food products. If you've ever turned on a light switch, you might be using Duke Energy as your electricity provider. Home Depot is where you shop. Starbucks is where you get coffee. Qualcomm has the microchips inside of your cell phone. If you're watching this on an iPhone right now, congratulations, you're a customer of Qualcomm. Whirlpool probably has your washer and dryer, maybe your dishwasher, stove, basic appliances like that. Long story short, you see how all these companies are long-term profitable companies. And when I asked you something, I mentioned this in the previous video, let me ask you a question. A lot of you know Pepsi, all the brands that they have, Cheetos, Doritos, Fritos, Tostitos, Gatorade, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, all the different types of brands that they have. Now let me ask you a question about Pepsi. Have they been around a long time? Yes. Do you think that they will be around for a long time in the future? I think so. Well, if we're right in that assumption, then Pepsi is going to continue to reap profits, pay dividends, and increase your income if you're investing in them. They raise their dividends every single year, and they're a perfect example of a blue chip stock that you should be investing in. The next one is do not chase yield. If you're investing in dividend stocks, do not go to this research tab, click stocks, and then just sort by the greatest dividend possible. If you're investing in these stocks that pay 100% dividend, 50% dividend, 10% dividend, it's almost always too good to be true. If you're investing in these stocks, they usually have horrible charts. And I'm going to give you an example. Down 66% over the last 5 years. This one, Cheetah Mobile, some stock that I'm sure none of you have ever heard of. This stock down 94% in the last 5 years. Let's go to the next one. Phoenix New Media. Over the last 5 years, it's down 82.86%. You get the point. But when we look at all these stocks, let's use Broadcom for example, my #1 investment. When we look at its 5-year chart, it's increasing its dividend payout from 42 cents, 44, 49, 50, 51, $1.02, $1.75, $2.65, and now it's up to $3.25. It's paying out more and more every single year, and its share price has over doubled in the last 5 years. You can see it was a $127 stock, and today it's $350. So this is the perfect example of a stock that will help create your passive income and increase your net worth as well. Reinvest all the dividends regardless of what stocks you buy, and look for stocks that raise their dividends annually. When you look at pretty much any one of my stocks, like I give here, I'll give an example with Coca-Cola. They raise their dividends every single year like clockwork, and they have done that for about 50 years in a row. They pay 33 cents in dividends, and they pay 35, 37, 39, 40, and now they're up to 41, and I'm sure they'll raise it up to 42 next year. Having stocks that not only pay you to own them, but increase the amount of money they pay you every year will very quickly increase your passive income dramatically over the long run. And then last but not least, we want to talk about S&P 500 or individual stocks are both options. Now, those of you that might be saying, okay, Jordan, I don't know how to analyze stocks. I don't know how to pick these stocks. I don't trust myself to pick an individual company to invest in. I want to know how I can invest and take advantage of this dividend income without picking stocks or really knowing anything about the stock market in general. Well, it's this simple. You sign up for M1 Finance, you deposit $100 to the platform, receive $20 for signing up, and then what you do, you click the research tab, and I want you to type in the ticker symbol VOO. It stands for the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. When you're investing in the stock, you're owning the top 500 companies in the world. This is managed for you, and it is basically charges you nothing to own it, 0.03%. So for example, if you're investing $1,000 into this company, you take 1,000 times 0.0003%, and you're basically paying 30 cents for every $1,000 you invest into this company. If you invest $100, you pay 3 pennies. So basically no fees whatsoever associated with this, and you can see how the stock market always rises in the long run. And let's look at the dividend income. 95 cents, 109, 101, 95, 88, $1.30, $1, $1.01, $1.18, $1.18, $1.08, $1.16, $1.21, $1.29, $1.46, $1.39, $1.30, $1.43, $1.18, and then $1.43. You see how it just gradually skews upward. You get paid every single quarter, and your payout increases, and your stock prices go up as well in the long run, and you're investing, once again, in very blue chip safe companies like Apple, Microsoft. Its 2 largest holdings right here down below. And if you're investing in VOO, it is guaranteed that in the long run, you will make money if you invest in it, and as long as you never sell and reinvest your dividends. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but this is just common sense. Overall, guys, thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you made it all the way to the end, go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. Follow me along on my journey on how I'm growing my passive income, my active income, my annual dividend income, growing everything, and just overall just enjoying the content that I provide. And like I said, if you haven't already, go ahead and use this link to sign up. $20 now just for signing up if you use this link and you sign up and deposit $100 to the platform. If you want to follow along with me in my investing portfolio, like I said, this link is shared in the description. All 29 holdings that I have, everything is disclosed on this channel, from dividends to reinvestments to deposits to sales to buys to everything that you could possibly imagine is fully disclosed on the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below what you thought about this video, or if you have any questions about different types of income streams or basically how I run my portfolio, and I'd love to answer any questions that you guys have down below. But overall, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.